Football on the horizon here at Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're underway from Kansas City. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline.
At their own 13-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped on a play by Big Chris Jones.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with Achane. And he's going to be stopped just shy of that 1st down marker at the 22.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
All set now. 1st and 10. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer. Third and long for him here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Play action, Mahomes. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Chiefs first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. D. Eskridge to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Tonga Mailoa. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
They'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Throwing the out route complete. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. The counter give here to Pacheco. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. Jumps his way into space. And he's out to end a nice little run there, but I don't think he's going to get to keep the yardage. That penalty flag might wipe this away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing is Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To the air, Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Again, Mahomes to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Another throw for Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a first down after all. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. Running it after the penalty. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, there's a case to be made, and a really strong one, that this running back deserves the next touch. I'll tell you this, Kate, the defense is going to be keyed up on him. Maybe a great time for a little play-action pass, too.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. Now it's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs stretch their early lead to 9. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs go up 10-zip here in the first.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here comes Malik Washington. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Miami offense heading out there now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So we're through one. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, Nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
This gets forward to around the 29. Stopped by a 2-time All-Pro in his first 3 seasons in the NFL, Trent McDuffie.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
He's got it on the bootleg. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
No throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
It's Achane on the inside give. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Achane again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. 2 and out from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, they ate up a ton of yards.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building could feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Tua out of the pistol. So this one on the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. First down, here's Tua. Dumps it off to Achane. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They bring Westbrook Akine in motion left. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Washington, the motion man here. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Tua setting up to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here he goes, third and long. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Again, Mahomes to throw. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing is Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Butker knocks it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Tua now from the gun. This is caught. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
Recovered by the Chiefs.
They've got a man in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good and had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Washington now to return. Kicks away from one. He's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First call here coming from the shotgun. Motioning the tight end now. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Tua off the play fake. Blocked by his fullback behind the line. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll air it out on 3rd. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Right back to Pacheco. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. We'll cobble together a yard there. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
Davis on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw Mahomes. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Escapes the defender. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
17-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throw is caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll work against the blitz. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Pressure coming from Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Miami offense headed out there now. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They bring Westbrook-Ikhine in motion left. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Miami.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Tagovailoa on first down. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds his back, Achane. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This is cut downfield by Rice. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, complete. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now Mahomes will hang on to it. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way. Now, after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Back to throw, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. He dodged the tackle, and he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup, and that's a Chiefs first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Has it at the 7. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dolphins, nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. Has room down the left sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebrations.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take 7 points off the deficit. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Remigio with the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. First and 10 from the 43. Running is Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 43-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's Pacheco again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. To throw, Tagovailoa. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Tight end in motion right. Tua setting up to throw. This is complete to Waller. On the sideline, he's past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down, here's Tua. Has it, man, it's Achan. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield. especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Running right is Pacheco. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on third. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They send the tight end in motion. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So backed up a bit following the penalty. It's 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. They'll air it out on third. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Extra DB out there for the Fins, third down. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Waddle now in motion right. They'll start the drive with Achane. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's Tua. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And stick with Achane. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and just 2 to go. Achane again. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They send a receiver in motion right. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. 1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. That's brought in by Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. See this in every sport, Brock. You come in as a big favorite. You want to make a statement, right? Get a convincing victory. And they were able to achieve that one here.
Yeah, especially at home. It just means a little bit more when you protect your own turf in any sport, but especially in the NFL, where you get, what, about 8 or 9 of these, maybe more if you get home playoff games. Playing this way, they set themselves up for future playoff opportunities.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.